Hey everyone! I feel like you can never have too many beanies, and like any other article of clothes, it's really fun to go change them up and make them your own. So today I'll be showing you 3 different ways that you can modify or decorate a beanie. Let's get started. One of the easiest and most simple ways to spruce up a simple beanie is to whip up some pom-poms and attach them to it. You'll need a beanie, matching yarn, a yarn needle, and scissors. Take a length of yarn about 15 inches, fold it in half, and place it between your middle and ring fingers. With yarn from the ball, hold the end in place with your thumb, and then start wrapping it around your fingers. Don't do it too tight, you don't want to cut off the blood circulation to your fingertips. Once it's full enough, I did about 100 wraps. Pull the ends of the 15-inch piece of yarn through the loop and pull tight, like so. Carefully pull the yarn off your fingers and tie a tight knot. Snip the loops of yarn to make a frumpy, shaggy pom-pom. Trim the yarn until you have a nice and neat ball. Don't cut the long yarn that was used to tie it all together because we're going to use that to attach it to the beanie. I usually just hold on to this part while I fluff the pom-pom around when I'm trimming it up. Make another one. Flatten the beanie out and determine how far apart you want to make the pom-poms. This looks about right. Take one of the long pieces of yarn and thread it through the needle. Thread it through the beanie to the inside. Repeat with the other long piece of yarn. You don't want to stick both of the pieces of yarn through the same hole, or else it's not going to do anything when you tie the knot, and the pom-pom will just pop out of place. Once you've threaded both pieces of yarn through, tie a knot and trim the excess off. Repeat for the other side, and you're done. I was inspired to make this beanie by the Korean-style bunny-eared beanies that I've seen around. You'll need a beanie, matching thread, chalk, pins, scissors, and a sewing machine. Of course, this is optional. You could hand sew it, but the machine makes it so much easier and faster, and the stitches are nice and tight, so there won't be any worry of it unraveling. For this, you'll want to use a beanie that's a little bit long. We're going to be cutting off quite a bit of it, so you need that extra material. Flip inside out. Measure down about 2 inches and make a line all the way across. Freehand 2 bumps on each side, like so. Pin along the line. Sew along the line, cut off the excess, flip back inside out, and you're done. For a little edge, you can always throw some studs onto the beanie. I guess my way is more of a faux stud because I use beads, but whatever. You'll need a beanie, chalk, matching thread, cone-shaped beads, and scissors. Place your beads along the bottom of your beanie to figure out the kind of design that you want. I'm just going to go for a simple line around the beanie. Feel free to do whatever you please. Multiple rows, zigzag, hearts, etc. I ended up placing mine about 1 inch apart, but this measurement may be different depending on the size of beanie that you have. Make small marks where you want to place the beads. Take a length of thread and sew the bead in place. Tie it off. A tip for sewing these cone beads on, you want to orient the beads along with the knit of the beanie, like this. If you do it this way, it should be able to stretch with no problem. If you orient them the wrong way, it could affect the stretch of the beanie, and while it might still fit, it could look a little weird. Repeat until you've attached all the beads, and you're finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to see more, please subscribe. I post videos every Thursday. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. If you decide to try to make any of these beanies or any of my previous projects that I have done before, then I would love to see photos. You can just send them to those social media accounts that I just mentioned. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next week.